You got a used Bentley to appraise.
Inside and out, so it's new. The front airbags for the suspension were also replaced. It's got all the records.
What year is it?
2008.
Ooh, man.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that is old. Bentleys are like dog years, right? So this is like a 100-year-old Bentley.
One stuff on the back rear fender, right there. This will come out with some buffing.
Okay, yeah, that's... Oh, but you know what? It's creased. You probably have to replace this entire back bumper. There's no way to work with that because it's plastic, it's not metal. This is a very classy looking car, Barry. This is all you, buddy. All right, let's take it for a little spin. All right, here, hop in real quick with me.
It's due for service.
Service now on a, I don't know, 17-year-old car. Take it out on the road real quick.
I mean, the whole top is brand new on the car.
Now, is it just the top itself, or did they have to replace like the pulleys and the mechanism? Okay.
They replaced the liner and everything.
Okay. Feels good. The steering is fine, I think. The brakes feel strong. Have they been servicing it at the Bentley store, or?
I think so, yeah.
It might have been a little brake squeal there.
Yeah, I heard it too.
So I'd say it drives nice. Not a car that we would be able to keep as much as I would love to, but you understand the expectations that people have when they buy a car from us.
23 M5, and he wants to trade it for what?
A G550. He's calling from Michigan.
Love it. Blue. Blue on orange.
Yeah, it's a hot build.
Pretty miley. And by
It
pretty
is.
miley, I mean extremely miley. Almost 27,000 miles. There are 41 of them for sale in the country that I can see with an average miles of 9,800. So we are like in a totally different stratosphere.
Saw the deduction for mileage. I was like pretty hefty.
I almost don't feel like it's nearly enough. And then where are the chips? Just front bumper?
So it's on the front bumper. It's on the bottom left lip. You could kind of see it in the picture.
So we're coming in at 82,575. We want to prepare ourselves for the possible reaction from the client that could be like, whoa, like, you know, because if they're looking around online for like vehicles listed for sale, the average price is $99,900. The average miles are 9,900. If on average they're priced about just shy of 100K with 9,900 miles, then I hope he understands that we can't be anywhere near that number
Right.
for a car that has 27,000 miles. There are a couple out there that have higher miles in the 30s, and they're all priced in the 80s.
Makes sense. They're very sensitive to mileage, especially those cars.
100%.
So
AMGs, full M cars, RSs, you know, Ferraris. Could you imagine a Ferrari with 27,000
Yeah,
miles on
right.
it? The higher up the ladder you go in a performance car, the more mileage sensitive they become.
His car is very miley. I'm surprised that I don't believe the Carvana offered that.
I do. He had the number in his. As soon as he saw the number, he was like, "That's not gonna work."
Yeah, but when did he do the Carvana?
I don't know. I don't really care. I feel like we're not far apart.
We are far apart. We're over $2,000 apart.
We're not over $2,000 apart. He said he wanted 30. We're exactly $2,000 apart. If we can meet him in the middle, I think we'll be fine.
Whoa. There's nothing to indicate that this car should be worth more. Sometimes I look at him, I'm like, yeah, it probably could be worth a little more, but not on
At
this
the end
one.
of the month.
Does he own it outright?
Yep. You need a sell car. Help me out.
Carvana offer $27,800,
Don't print that out. I'll be happy to show it to him.
and I put that in as perfect condition.
So we're not gonna offer him anymore then, I assume.
No,
Where did he get that number from?
he could have gotten that number
Months ago.
Yeah, a couple
Maybe.
months ago. I had a guy that I was talking to on the phone about a trade number and got from his local dealer, and then I gave him my trade number, and it was like $4,000 less, and he was like, "Well, that was like 2 months ago." Yeah, but he was
Okay.
talking about it like that it was just the other day. There's no way that a wholesaler is going to pay us more for this because wholesalers are lazy appraisers. They go off of MMR. MMR is AccuTrade's hitting it above auction.
Can you show a better rate just
No.
just for
What if he doesn't qualify for a better rate?
It'll be fine.
It's always better to go down than up.
Okay, fine.
Standard, an average and standard rates that we
Understood. Thanks, bye.
He wants 5K based on what?
Of course, she's like, I got $3,000 for my 1997, and that was smashed. Obviously, we know we could probably get $5,000 if we sold it privately. I just don't want to go through all of that hassle.
Well, I don't really know what to tell you because clearly the car's pretty. I mean, the bad Carfax really doesn't even affect it very much at this point,
Right.
given how old it is. But bad dents and scuffs and scratches all along the side of the car. Perfect MMR is $5,000, so I doubt we're going to get that. I mean, this is a car we cannot keep. We have to dispose of it, so we're totally at the mercy of a wholesaler. I think I can comfortably go to $4,000 on that. You know, a couple $100, but I'm not going to be on the hook for $5,000.
Okay.
We're not going to do what most dealers would do in this situation and just over allow, and every car has its own individual market. You
And
know what I mean?
I explained that to them. She's like, well, I turned it in, it was practically smashed, and I still got, you know, $3,000 for it.
I know this might sound ridiculous, but when you're talking about really, really old cars that are in rough shape,
Right.
there's a big difference between $3,000 and $5,000. You're practically doubling. No, almost anything is worth $1, $2, $3,000. But from there, the person who's buying that is thinking, okay, I can do a little bit of repair to it,
Yeah.
fix it up a little bit, and then maybe sell it for $5,000 or $6,000. If you're already in it for $5,000 and it needs a whole bunch of work, now what are you going to try to turn around and sell it for 7, 8, 9, 10? Like, very quickly, you're limiting the pool of potential buyers that you have for that car.
Bring where it's the Willys.
35,575. Yeah.
They gave 45 for it. Wonder why. I'm sure it
Who
was
did?
a Chevy dealership that he's looking to get the truck from.
And what are they selling him the truck for?
I don't know. He said that he was gonna be financing like 80K.
Okay, well, we know what's happening here.
Yeah, he's
Right. Call that Chevy store and say, hey, I'm thinking about a Mercedes. Can I just trade my car to them and have them sell it to you so I, because your trade number was better, to see how that goes.
Okay. Great.
Dude,
They have a ton of money in those trucks.
yeah, they have massive incentives. They're over allowing. Wholesale average on them is like 37,
Okay.
right? And target retail according to cars.com is 40 grand. So I'm pretty sure they're not paying him $5,000 above suggested retail for his trade.
No doubt. I like what you said. That you said, would they be open to?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe they do value it crazy high for some reason. So you just say, I'm pretty confident they're giving you a fake number on your trade. But in order to get you as much money as possible, if you call them and say, hey, I'm thinking of going a different direction. I'm looking at a Mercedes instead, but your trade number was better. So if I trade the car to them, they're open to selling it to you for the trade number that you gave me. I already know what they're going to say. Is, oh, no, that number's only if you're buying a car from me. Right?
Okay.
But let's try it.
No
Who
doubt.
knows?
Yeah, might as well try it on.
Did you mention something about the bumper?
Yeah, so the front bumper.
There's no bumper damage
Both
on
sides.
here. All right, let's go look at it. All right. Yeah.
And on this side too. And then obviously the windshield. And then
Oh, yeah. Scraped up real good.
there's, I don't
Whoa!
Yeah,
The windshield is toe up.
that there.
Eek.
And then all the door handle inserts kind of have,
Well, I don't think it's something we can keep. You have the key?
yeah.
At least the trunk works. So is the original leather care brochure.
So he's like, my goal is to drive a GLC out today. And I said, okay, great.
All right, we're going to help you do that. Boy, they're being very generous on the cost of replacing that windshield. It's too bad because on the one hand, ultra low miles. On the other hand, the car is just rough, Has he replaced brakes before?
No, original brakes.
A car of that age, that's probably almost a 9-year-old car by now with original brakes and low miles, which means they don't get driven a lot.
Yeah.
And, they're going to start to warp.
Interior looked fine.
Plain bumper cars out there, I guess. Can you find out what happened to that windshield, please?
Yeah, I do know. So he
What
was parking, like his parking garage door came down on him. He was like, I thought there was a sensor that could, I guess he was trying to squeeze in or something, but yeah.
And they didn't cover it?
Nope. Nope, nope.
Wow. Okay.
I
Have to
let 'em know.
rebuild it.
Yeah, exactly. I let him know. There's a lot of reconditioning we have to do to this car. I think we've moved past the trade. I let him know. I said, I'm sure we'll make it up for you on the GLC, but we're all in on the trade. No Amex, no Sam's.
But he's on a GLC, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the base incentive is better than
Oh.
LLC anyway.
Oh, perfect.
All right, which one is this?
The Patagonia red one.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
He's classy.
233.
The red beige.
Yeah. He actually wanted a red GLC. Didn't know we had one. He's like, well, do you have red? And I was like, actually, I do have one. And he's like, yeah, this is the perfect car. It's loaded. And he loves the heads-up display.
It's one of the ones I built.
Ah, he loves it.
Cash deal?
Yes. Cool.
His GLS I put in AccuTrade. He's interested in a GLE 53 regular.
Okay.
I told him great news. They have really good programs on those.
Oh, buddy, he's got a bad Carfax.
Does he really? For what?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Wow, does he have a lot of miles?
Yeah, 42,000.
Holy cow. Man. Here we are again with our double whammy. Accident on the Carfax,
too many
significantly above average miles for the year. So I'm sure everybody will disagree with me. I mean, it's got 42,000 miles on it. It's 2022, which it's not like an outrageous amount of miles, but when you compare it to the average of vehicles listed for sale that have high 20s, it's about 15,000 miles more than the average.
This email, just so I can draft this when I'm sitting here with you.
Buddy, you know how to do this. Come on.
For as much as you're driving, Doug and
Safer
I both
bet.
feel that the lease is a much safer bet. Yeah.
If you buy the car and drive a ton of miles and it doesn't hold its value, you're going to be in a big negative equity situation.
Got it.
And we want to help you avoid that. Get back to your GLS guy. Went into the right car, but he's going to have significant negative equity, unfortunately. The hybrid number is 60,886. His appraisal is about 46. So,
Should I just tell him, like, hey, I looked at it, it's just...
well, hold up now. Let's look at it. It's not for you and I to decide.
Correct.
Oh, has he done brakes already? You don't have brakes in here.
I have to get everything from service. I moved too fast on that one.
He's got 16 payments left. Oh yeah, no, he'll go way over his miles. I mean, he's almost there. He's only got 6,000 miles left anyway. So if he stretches out the term again into an AMG, more car, getting out of the impending doom that he is in.
The car's got 75,000 miles on it. He's $7,100 in over miles with tax. I put the
Didn't he
car-
buy out his lease?
No, he extended it.
So all that equity he had is gone.
Correct. Because he just didn't want to wait.
How did they extend his lease this far?
I mean, he's had a lot of cars from MB Financial, so
Wow.
his payoff is $49,000.
And he only has one key?
He said he's looking for the other one. And he wants red calipers, which is $1,000, and then tinted front windows for your maintenance.
So how many miles he's over? It's
53.93.
5393 times 0.25.
No. The over miles. That's the total with the tax.
Oh.
53.93.
$5,300?
Oh, yeah.
$5,400?
Oh yeah, he's got almost 75,000 miles on the car.
Okay, well, the appraisal is much better.
So can we break him out?
No, but he's only $2,000 upside down.
Okay. He said for as long as he's waited, you and Doug should give me the same payment. I'm like, well, I can't control what the company.
Him waiting was his own choice.
That's what I
We've given him
explained.
multiple
He
opportunities
built
to
him
get
a
out of the car.
24 last year. That was
Yep.
perfect, and he said no.
He went from an equity position in his car to now being upside down. That has nothing to do with us. How many times have we reached out to him and tried to
100%.
as good of a deal as I can as a reflection of his loyalty, but it's going to shake out how it shakes out. I can't control. Now, how many miles a year does he need?
15.
God, he's also going up to a $112,000 car.
Front windows tinted.
That will do for him.
No, guys, I'm just trying to work my deals. Love you both, but got a lot to do. Want to have another late night tonight.
Oh, somebody peed in Colin's Cheerios, I think.
You want me to email and just copy you, or should I have you email this one over?
No, email and copy him. I mean, you've been talking to him. Just let him know that
And Doug and I.
I worked out. I'm giving him an amazing discount as a thank you for his loyalty on a 25 Geely Coupe. I can't control the fact that he doesn't have equity anymore. He's on a $112,000 car. We have a standard money factor. I mean, there's a lot that's changed.
I'm just gonna tell him Doug and I both feel that 48 months is the way to go.
Hold on, I'm going to look at his trade value real quick. God, it's so many miles. I mean,
It's just so many.
It's
But,
more
but
than
did
double.
Did you see the build sheet though? 3D surround.
Colin,
It has-
I'm well aware of the.
No, the equipment's like killer. It's just who's going to buy a 21 with 75,000 miles? Spend 55, 56 grand.
I just want to look and see if I think it's worth at least a little bit more. So yeah, I think that we're okay to step up the $2,000 to get him out because
Okay. So
it is a super nice build. It's gonna be tough with those miles. There's no doubt. Okay, here you go. So you've got a minivan trade.
Yeah, 2012 Toyota Sienna. We're looking at a black on black Geely that we have in stock. It's just a base Geely. It's from PA.
The guys from PA.
Yeah,
Okay, how did we get that lead?
internet lead.
Okay, on a new car.
Yes.
You know, I'm always interested when we get new car leads on core models from out of state.
Yes, so he said his local dealer doesn't have much on the lot, so that's why he's,
What
coming
part
to
of
us.
PA?
Cranberry Township.
Okay, so Pittsburgh.
Yeah, ish.
Okay.
But yeah, so he said his local dealer doesn't have, any GLEs. He plans to possibly drive in tomorrow.
Okay.
We're just looking at a base one. He doesn't care about options. Just black on black. It doesn't even have.
2012 Sienna.
Yes.
Has he owned it
He's
Since
been the,
new?
Yep, he's been the only owner.
Wow.
There is a minor on the Carfax.
That's like a 14-year-old car
Yeah.
at this point, so it's not gonna matter too much. But wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Not many people that keep a car that long anymore.
Exactly. Driver's side passenger sliding door doesn't work with the button. He said you have to manually close
Okay,
it. But-
that's very cool of him to tell us that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he was very, very open.
So a driver's side door? Or?
Driver's side passenger sliding door.
Oh, okay. So the driver's side just sliding door.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, the driver passenger thing was thrown out.
It's okay.
About $750. That's probably about
Okay.
what it would cost to fix that sliding door, if I had
Okay.
to guess. I mean, it could be a lot more, but I think that covers us. I'm going to leave the curb rash out only
Okay.
because of the age of the vehicle.
Okay.
As much as I would love to keep this car and resell it, you know that
We're not going to, yeah.
Mercedes-Benz dealer keeps a 14-year-old anything, and people are just going to pick it apart.
Yep.
Right? So it's a car we definitely would have to find a home for. It's amazing to me how well these hold value.
Really?
Well, you know, it's worth about $8,000, which, when you think about it, 14-year-old car,
Yeah.
115,000 miles on it. It's got a sliding door that doesn't work and some damage, right?
And an
it's
accident,
and an accident on the Carfax. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Okay.
You know, there are a lot of cars out there that, when they get to be that age with that sort of history, might not be worth more than $2,000 or $3,000.
For sure. I'm excited then.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, hopefully, you know,
Yeah.
you never know.
Well, hopefully
I
we'll
never
see.
cease to be amazed by some of the expectations that people have, even for a car as old as this one. But I think that that's a very fair number. And send him that and just say, hey, the only questions, does the car have nav?
And then rear.
Does it have rear entertainment, which would probably, for that model year, would have been like the center screen in the middle of the roof that flips down. You know,
Okay.
those are the other two value add options that we can give him credit for.
Cool. All right, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you. Looked at this Toyota Sienna yesterday. The guy does have those two other options.
Oh, he's got the navigation.
And the rear entertainment.
Oh, perfect.
I'm curious.
Did you already price a car out for him?
We did, yes.
Okay.
He texted me this morning and he was like, let me know how much the trade value changes with above information provided. Also, I haven't said anything to this, but he's like, also, can the discount on the MSRP move from $3,223 to $3,500? Thank you. And I said, I'll give you a call around 9:30. I have a meeting. That's all I said.
Okay.
Now, obviously, I didn't promise that we could do $3,500 as the dealer discount.
I'm not going to lose a deal over $280.
Yeah.
But we need to make sure that he's okay on the trade.
Okay.
Sometimes when people have had a car for this long, they get a little bit sentimental about it. These two options add $550 to the value,
Okay.
which, you know, moves it from $7,950 to $8,500.
Cool.
Present that to him. Let's knock that out. It's a car that we're going to keep.
Yeah.
Then internally, we'll look at it and you know, I can call Mike and say, hey, here's what I got. You know,
Right.
are you willing to step up on it? If it's a car that we aren't going to keep, then we absolutely have to have an exit strategy.
Right.
We have step 2 in front of step 3 for a reason, right?
Yeah.
If we can't get the trade figured out, then what's the point in talking about the car you're looking to buy, right? Because if
Right.
he's not comfortable with the trade,
Then this is
then what? Yeah, nothing else matters after that.
Okay.
I'm sure we're going to get it worked out. Hopefully nothing comes up at all. Let's get the trade knocked out.
Okay.
He's going to bring up the price of our car. We will get that worked out.
Okay.
So just say, look, we're not going to, we'll get that figured out. Let's make sure you're comfortable with the trade number first.
Okay.
Cool?
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, you got this. And he wants to come in today?
Hopefully, that was the original plan, so
From-
hopefully it's still the plan.
Well, yeah. I mean, the sooner we get this worked out, more likely he can come in today.
Exactly.
It's only like 2 hours, 20 minutes, somewhere in there.
Yeah. All right.
Okay? All right. So we got to get you writing it up there. First deal of the day.